Welcome to Microsoft Certified Azure Administrator exam preparation course. Whether you are aiming to enhance your cloud expertise, advance your career, or achieve certifications, you are in the right place. This video is designed to guide you through the essentials of Microsoft Azure, offering practical tips, real-world examples, and everything you need to excel in the exam. After each chapter, there's a Q&A section to reinforce your knowledge. For comprehensive preparations, check the description to access the Audible versions, the free Ultimate Exam Prep Guide, or the Amazon link for the book. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exam updates and practice. Now, to lead you through this journey, here's your instructor.
1. What is Azure's primary service for network security and filtering? A. Azure Firewall. B. Azure Virtual Network. C. Azure Bastion. D. Azure Application Gateway. Answer. A. Azure Firewall. 2. Which Azure service is used for creating secure and scalable VPNs? A. Azure VPN Gateway. B. Azure Express Route. C. Azure Firewall. D. Azure Traffic Manager. Answer. A. Azure VPN Gateway. 3. Azure Active Directory is integral for A. Data Analytics. B. Web hosting. C. Identity and Access Management. D. Storage Solutions. Answer. C. Identity and Access Management. 4. What does Azure DDoS protection primarily safeguard against? A. Data breaches. B. Unauthorized access. C. Distributed denial of service attacks. D. Malware and viruses. Answer. C. Distributed denial of service attacks. 5. Azure Network Security Groups, NSGs, are used to A. Store data securely. B. Manage virtual machine performance. C. Control inbound and outbound network traffic. D. Host web applications. Answer. C. Control inbound and outbound network traffic. 6. Which service in Azure provides dedicated private network fiber connections? A. Azure VPN Gateway. B. Azure Express Route. C. Azure Application Gateway. D. Azure Firewall. Answer. B. Azure Express Route. 7. Azure Application Gateway is primarily used for A. Web application firewall and load balancing. B. Virtual networking. C. Data encryption. D. Identity and access management. Answer. A. Web application firewall and load balancing. 8. What is the primary function of Azure Sentinel? A. Data storage. B. Web hosting. C. SIEM, Security, Information, and Event Management. D. Machine Learning. Answer. C. SIEM, Security, Information, and Event Management. 9. Azure Bastion provides A. A storage solution. B. A web application development platform. C. Secure and seamless RDP/SSH connectivity to virtual machines. D. Data analytics services. Answer. C. Secure and seamless RDP/SSH connectivity to virtual machines. 10. Which Azure feature offers a managed identity for Azure resources? A. Azure Active Directory B2C. B. Azure Managed Identity. C. Azure Role-Based Access Control. D. Azure Policy. Answer. B. Azure Managed Identity. 11. Azure Information Protection is used for A. Managing network traffic, B. Protecting sensitive information, C. Web hosting services, D. Data analytics. Answer: B. Protecting sensitive information. 12. In Azure, what are Security Center's primary capabilities? A. Web application development, B. Unified security management and advanced threat protection, C. Data storage management, D. Virtual machine deployment. Answer: B. Unified security management and advanced threat protection. 13. Azure Advanced Threat Protection, ATP, is mainly for A. Detecting and protecting against advanced threats, B. Data encryption, C. Cloud storage, D. Web hosting. Answer: A. Detecting and protecting against advanced threats. 14. What does Azure Blueprints provide in terms of security? A. Web application firewall, B. A way to define a repeatable set of Azure resources that implements and adheres to an organization's standards, patterns, and requirements, C. Data analytics tools, D. Virtual machine management. Answer: B. A way to define a repeatable set of Azure resources that implements and adheres to an organization's standards, patterns, and requirements. 15. Azure Role-Based Access Control, RBAC, is used for A. Managing database access, B. Web hosting, C. Controlling access to Azure resources based on user roles, D. Data encryption and protection. Answer: C. Controlling access to Azure resources based on user roles. 16. What is Azure Private Link used for? A. Providing private access to Azure services and Azure hosted customer services, B. Web application hosting, C. Large-scale data analytics, D. Managing virtual networks. Answer: A. Providing private access to Azure services and Azure hosted customer services. 17. Azure Network Watcher is a tool used for A. Monitoring and diagnosing networking issues, B. Web application firewall, C. Data storage management, D. Container orchestration. Answer: A. Monitoring and diagnosing network issues. 18. Which Azure service provides a scalable cloud database with multi-master replication and multi-region rights? A. Azure SQL Database, B. Azure Table Storage, C. Azure Cosmos DB, D. Azure Blob Storage. Answer: C. Azure Cosmos DB. 19. Azure Multi-Factor Authentication, MFA, is primarily used for A. Increasing network bandwidth, B. Enhancing database security, C. Adding a layer of security for user sign-ins and transactions, D. Web hosting. Answer: C. Adding a layer of security for user sign-ins and transactions. 20. What does Azure Policy help with? A. Web application development, B. Enforcing organizational standards and compliance on Azure resources, C. Data analytics, D. Virtual machine management. Answer: B. Enforcing organizational standards and compliance on Azure resources. 21. Azure Information Protection is best used for A. Protecting sensitive information and controlling how it's shared, B. Managing virtual networks, C. Web hosting services, D. Data analytics. Answer: A. protecting sensitive information and controlling how it's shared. 22. What is Azure Advanced Threat Protection, ATP? A. A network security service. B. A tool for data encryption. C. A service for detecting and protecting against advanced threats. D. A database management tool. Answer. C. A service for detecting and protecting against advanced threats. 23. Azure VPN Gateway is primarily used for A. Connecting Azure virtual networks to on-premises networks. B. Web application hosting. C. Data storage and analytics. D. Container orchestration. Answer. A. Connecting Azure virtual networks to on-premises networks. 24. Azure Sentinel is best described as A. A tool for managing virtual machines. B. A web hosting service. C. An SIEM, Security Information and Event Management System. D. A service for data storage. Answer. C. An SIEM, Security Information and Event Management System. 25. Azure Firewall provides A. High-performance data storage. B. Managed cloud-based network security. C. Web application development tools. D. Machine learning capabilities. Answer. B. Managed cloud-based network security. 26. What is the primary use of Azure DDoS protection? A. Protecting Azure resources from distributed denial of service attacks. B. Data encryption and security. C. Web hosting. D. Virtual machine management. Answer. A. Protecting Azure resources from distributed denial of service attacks. 27. Azure Bastion is used for A. Secure and seamless RDP and SSH connectivity to virtual machines. B. Web hosting. C. Data analytics. D. Managing Kubernetes clusters. Answer. A. Secure and seamless RDP and SSH connectivity to virtual machines. 28. Which Azure service is used for monitoring the health of Azure services? A. Azure Monitor. B. Azure Service Health. C. Azure Logic Apps. D. Azure Virtual Network. Answer. B. Azure Service Health. 29. Azure Active Directory, B2C, is used for A. Customer identity and access management in the cloud. B. Data storage solutions. C. Web application development. D. Blockchain as a service. Answer. A. Consumer identity and access management in the cloud. 30. What is the purpose of Azure Blueprints? A. To automate the deployment of various Azure resources. B. For data encryption and security. C. Web application hosting. D. Managing virtual networks. Answer. A. To automate the deployment of various Azure resources. 31. What is the main function of Azure Security Center? A. To provide unified security management and advanced threat protection across hybrid cloud workloads. B. To manage virtual networks. C. For web application hosting. D. For large-scale data storage. Answer. A. To provide unified security management and advanced threat protection across hybrid cloud workloads. 32. Azure ExpressRoute is primarily used for A. Web hosting services. B. Creating direct private connections to Azure services. C. Managing virtual machines. D. Data analytics and processing. Answer. B. Creating direct private connections to Azure services. 33. What does Azure Application Gateway offer? A. A web application firewall and load balancing. B. A tool for data encryption. C. A service for managing virtual networks. D. A platform for hosting web applications. Answer. A. A web application firewall and load balancing. 34. Azure Advanced Threat Protection, ATP, is used for A. Web hosting. B. Protecting against advanced network threats. C. Data storage and management. D. Container orchestration. Answer. B. Protecting against advanced network threats. 35. Which Azure service is designed for managing cryptographic keys and secrets? A. Azure Key Vault. B. Azure Security Center. C. Azure Application Gateway. D. Azure Active Directory. Answer. A. Azure Key Vault. 36. What is the purpose of Azure VPN Gateway? A. To manage virtual networks. B. To connect on-premises networks to Azure through VPN. C. For web application hosting. D. For data encryption and security. Answer. B. To connect on-premises networks to Azure through VPN. 37. Azure Network Watcher is best used for A. Web hosting services. B. Monitoring and diagnosing network issues in Azure. C. Managing container instances. D. Data analytics. Answer. B. Monitoring and diagnosing network issues in Azure. 38. Azure Firewall is a data storage service. B. Cloud-based network security service with built-in threat intelligence. C. Web application development tool. D. Virtual machine management service. Answer. B. Cloud-based network security service with built-in threat intelligence. 39. What is Azure Sentinel primarily used for? A. Blockchain services. B. SIEM and security orchestration automated response. C. Web application hosting. D. Data analytics. Answer. B. SIEM and security orchestration automated response. 40. Azure Information Protection is used to A. Host web applications. B. Protect and control sensitive documents and emails. C. Manage virtual networks. D. Perform data analytics. Answer. B. Protect and control sensitive documents and emails. 41. Azure DDoS protection is designed to A. Optimize network performance. B. Provide a data analytics platform. C. Safeguard Azure applications against DDoS attacks. D. Manage virtual machine deployments. Answer. C. Safeguard Azure applications against DDoS attacks. 42. What role does Azure Advanced Threat Protection, ATP, play in network security? A. It is a tool for managing virtual machines. B. It provides a platform for web hosting. C. It helps to detect, investigate, and respond to advanced network threats. D. It is used for data storage and management. Answer. C. It helps to detect, investigate, and respond to advanced network threats. 43. Azure Private Link is primarily used for A. Providing private access to Azure services and Azure-hosted customer services over the Azure network. B. Web application hosting. C. Large-scale data analytics. D. Managing blockchain services. Answer. A. providing private access to Azure services and Azure hosted customer services over the Azure network. 44. Azure Network Watcher provides tools for A. Monitoring, diagnosing, and gaining insights into network performance and health. B. Data encryption and security. C. Web hosting. D. Virtual machine management. Answer. A. Monitoring, diagnosing, and gaining insights into network performance and health. 45. Azure Firewall's primary function is A. To act as a web application firewall and load balancer. B. To provide cloud-native and scalable network security services. C. For hosting web applications. D. For data analytics. Answer. B. To provide cloud-native and scalable network security services. 46. What is the main use of Azure Bastion? A. Providing secure and seamless RDP/SSH connectivity to virtual machines directly in the Azure portal. B. Hosting databases. C. Web application development. D. Data storage and management. Answer. A. Providing secure and seamless RDP/SSH connectivity to virtual machines directly in the Azure portal. 47. Azure Blueprints is used for A. Data encryption. B. Automating the deployment of repeatable cloud environments. C. Network traffic management. D. Hosting web applications. Answer. B. Automating the deployment of repeatable cloud environments. 48. Azure Active Directory B2C, business to consumer, is designed for A. Consumer identity and access management in cloud applications. B. Data storage and analytics. C. Web application hosting. D. Blockchain services. Answer. A. Consumer identity and access management in cloud applications. 49. Azure Role-Based Access Control, RBAC, is a feature that A. Helps manage who has access to Azure resources, what they can do with those resources, and what areas they have access to. B. Provides data storage solutions. C. Offers web hosting services. D. Manages virtual machines. Answer. A. Helps manage who has access to Azure resources, what they can do with those resources, and what areas they have access to. 50. What is Azure Information Protection used for? A. Web application development. B. Protecting and controlling sensitive information. C. Network traffic analysis. D. Virtual machine deployment. Answer. B. Protecting and controlling sensitive information. 51. Azure Security Center provides A. Web hosting services. B. Advanced threat protection and unified security management. C. Data storage solutions. D. Tools for application and development. Answer. B. Advanced threat protection and unified security management. 52. The main purpose of Azure Application Gateway is A. To act as a content delivery network. B. To provide secure, scalable web application hosting. C. To offer a web application firewall and load balancing. D. To manage virtual machine performance. Answer. C. To offer a web application firewall and load balancing. 53. Azure Express Route's primary function is A. To offer a managed web hosting environment. B. To provide a private connection to Azure services. C. To facilitate large-scale data storage. D. To manage virtual networks. Answer: B. To provide a private connection to Azure services. 54. Azure Advanced Threat Protection, ATP, is mainly used for A. Protecting against advanced threats and security breaches. B. Web application development. C. Data storage and management. D. Network traffic analysis. Answer: A. Protecting against advanced threats and security breaches. 55. Azure VPN Gateway is primarily used for A. Web hosting services. B. Setting up secure virtual private network VPN connections to Azure. C. Data analytics. D. Managing Kubernetes clusters. Answer: B. Setting up secure virtual private network VPN connections to Azure. 56. Azure Network Security Groups, NSGs, are utilized for A. Data encryption and security. B. Filtering network traffic to and from Azure resources. C. Web hosting. D. Managing virtual machine deployments. Answer: B. Filtering network traffic to and from Azure resources. 57. Azure Sentinel serves as A. A blockchain service. B. A cloud-native SIEM providing intelligent security analytics. C. A web application hosting platform. D. A data storage service. Answer: B. A cloud-native SIEM providing intelligent security analytics. 58. What is Azure Private Link's main purpose? A. To provide a private network connection for accessing Azure services. B. To host web applications. C. For large-scale data analytics. D. For managing IoT devices. Answer: A. To provide a private network connection for accessing Azure services. 59. Azure Key Vault is primarily used for A. Web application hosting. B. Managing and securing cryptographic keys and other secrets. C. Data analytics. D. Virtual machine management. Answer: B. Managing and securing cryptographic keys and other secrets. 60. What role does Azure Active Directory play in network security? A. It offers a web hosting platform. B. It provides identity and access management services. C. It is used for data storage and management. D. It acts as a virtual machine deployment tool. Answer: B. It provides identity and access management services.